New at 6, the debate over a White House plan to reform immigration law is taking center stage tonight. This comes as a bipartisan group of congressional lawmakers tries to come up with a plan of its own. And Florida Senator Marco Rubio, one of the members of that bipartisan group, calls the Obama plan dead on arrival. Rebecca Cooper is live in the newsroom with the latest on this contentious issue. Rebecca?
Well, Maureen, today White House advisors admit it was a big mistake to allow their alternative plan on immigration to leak out over the weekend. The president had promised to work with both sides on this controversial issue. It's one that has taken center stage since Republicans lost key support from Hispanics in the last presidential campaign.
As the immigration debate heats up, voters are divided over whether Congress and the White House should make the issue a top priority.
I don't think immigration reform is one of my priorities right now. I think keeping the economy, going in a positive direction and getting people working, I think that would be, to me, what I think his focus should be.
I think immigrants are a big part of why the U.S. is as successful as it is. I'm personally an immigrant, and I employ over 35 engineers now. Border
security and the status of illegal immigrants currently in the U.S. has long divided Republicans and Democrats. But a bipartisan group of 8 congressional leaders were making progress towards compromise. Compromise that now seems in danger after the competing plan from the White House leaked out.
Leaks don't happen in Washington by accident. This raises the question that many of us continue to wonder about. Does the president really want a result, or does he want another cudgel to beat up Republicans so that he can get political advantage in the next election?
Because the White House is saying they don't want any preconditions to the path to a green card, and that's not going to work. We will not be able to get the votes to pass it in the House, and maybe not even in the Senate.
The president's new chief of staff insists the president's leaked plan was only meant as a backup if the bipartisan proposal stalls in the House or Senate.
And we're going to continue to work with Senator Rubio and others on this. But he says it's dead on arrival if it's proposed. Well, let's make sure that it doesn't have to be proposed.
Now, keep in mind that the bipartisan compromise is still a work in progress with no actual plan yet to unveil. But Democrats say give it time, and Republicans insist there will be a link between illegal immigrants obtaining a green card and tightening border security. The two sides have said they had hoped to have a final plan ready to introduce by March. In the newsroom, Rebecca Cooper, ABC 7 News.